I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect. And basically, coming at you with another video. I'm just going to deal basically on various topics, mainly dealing with order and so-called emotions. All right, because I'll say this in the spirit, and it's all in the spirit. Well, basically, myself growing up, I didn't really I don't have any sisters. You know, I grew up in a house basically full of men, if you will. You know, and essentially it took me a longer time to figure out, you know, a woman's emotions, if you will. All right. And what I've come to realize is that women care more so about how you feel about a scenario, or the approach is more so about feelings and, you know, catering to feelings. And basically that has become the nature of the man in America, in which is completely opposite to our culture, and it's completely opposite to manhood. All right. So a lot of guys, it is what it is, are caught up in their feelings as opposed to what someone says. You know, the spirit has it to where the men of GMS are very confrontational, very manly, we're very bold. So amongst this fold, if you will, amongst this hedge, if you will, you're going to have men that are bold, that are very confrontational. Now, I say the word confrontational, and when you look it up, the word confrontational deals with con meaning with, front meaning front. All right? In the front, we're the stand-up guys of our society, of our world, of our culture, of our heritage. Okay? That was the order and the duty of the prophets, to go and say before everyone else what was to come and not spare your feelings. All right? That's the duty of a man of the Lord. Okay? This is Ezekiel chapter 2. Ezekiel chapter 2 verse 5. No, I'm going to start at verse 4. For that's the spirit. For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith Yahweh power. Right, now, excuse me, I just got to grab my phone. I want to look up this word impudent, because I'm quite sure I know what it means, but it just reminded me of a scripture that I've been pondering on. And it's going to tie all in the spirit. Give me 1 second, Baba Kushar. All right? Because the impudence is a trait of a woman. Let me see. Impudence. Right. It shows up 3 times. Let me see. Right. See, Proverbs 7 and 13, which this is talking about what? A strange woman. Okay? But it's also symbolic to a woman as well. All right? There's a reason why Solomon put that strange woman in the analogy of a woman. To put that philosophy, right, or that strange doctrine in the analogy of a woman. Why? Because it has the same traits of a woman. So it's Proverbs 7 and 13. So she caught him and kissed him with an impudent face and said unto him, okay, Ezekiel 2 and 4, what I just read. For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith Yahweh power. Right? Just go into this word impudent. Hard, cruel, severe, abstain, hard, difficult, severe, fierce, intense, vehement, stubborn, stiff of neck, stiff neck, and are rigorous, meaning of battle, meaning it's always a contention. That's how women are, man. Women are very contentious, man. Especially here in America, Babylon, man. Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots. Okay? Now, that leads me to what I was thinking about earlier, okay? And I'm going to get back right into Ezekiel, because while I'm on this word impudent, I want to further expound on it, okay? Let me just see if I can get it real quick. 1 second. Right. This is Sirach chapter 19. Sirach chapter 19 verse 2. Wine and women will make men of understanding to fall away, and he that cleaveth to harlots will become impudent. Right? Because what? A lot of men have grown up in a culture and in a conduct in a manner of how women conduct. Okay? And a harlot is what? A woman, a hoe, in which 99% of the women that's out here today are harlots. By definition, that's a fact. They sleep around, they run around, they all in it for money one way, shape, or another, but they jumping from dick to dick and seeing what they can get for that money. Because in the ancient world, a woman would get parents would get a dowry. You have to pay the father 50 shekels of silver, and a woman would get with a man because he was well established, which there's nothing wrong with that. But you can't go from house to house. That's what makes you a harlot. A woman can't jump from dick to dick. All right? Just being frank. Okay? So, moving along, a lot of men have grown up amongst these women and came up under these women and learned the ways of these women, which are really harlots. And then they bring that culture into the fold where a bunch of lions dwell. And I'm specifically talking about the bulk of GMS, the alpha males. Then there's a clash. The scripture says what? All right, let me get it. I want to get the scripture. I don't want to quote it. All right. The scripture says what? Only by pride cometh contention. Right. Proverbs 13:10. Only by pride cometh contention, but with the well advised is wisdom. See, a man is well advised, man. All right. A man is well advised. The word advise comes from the word what? Advice. You're willing to take advice. Why? Because you put away pride and you're able to receive instruction. Okay? Let me just get that. I want to get that word advise. The word there is ya'itazah. To advise, consult, give counsel, purpose, device, or plan. And I was thinking about it too. I just watched that movie again. I like to watch those old Italian flicks. You know, when you watch, when I say Italian, I'm talking about the Sicilians, which are Jakes, by the way. And might I add that, you know, I'll just say this real quick, and it all ties in because it's funny how the Most High set this thing up to where we have the proper look, but they are closer to the culture. When you look at the Sicilians and the Irish and, you know, more over to the east, they keep our culture. They keep more of our culture than we do here in America, even though we have the look. All right? It's evident. All right? Now, the reason why I mention that is because when you watch the movie Godfather, I watched the first one yesterday again, and then a lot of times, who did you see Don Corleone with? With his counselor, Tom Hagen, which was his lawyer. See, now, you watch the movie Sonny, you know, when you watch Sonny, right? Sonny, every time, him and Tom used to always bump heads. Why? Because he didn't want to take heed to the counsel. And you see in the movie what happened to Sonny. Why he didn't want to, when he didn't want to listen to no one. All right? So with the wise is well counsel, is much counsel. The scriptures say that. Let me get this real quick. I'm gonna come back to Ezekiel as well. Let me get Proverbs. I just got a bunch of scriptures. I'm doing this raw, through the Spirit. I didn't write any scriptures down. I'm just doing this raw through the Spirit of the Lord, man. I'm gonna just get this. This is Sorry, give me 1 second, 1 second. There we go. Proverbs chapter 24, verse 6. For by wise counsel thou shalt make thy war, and the multitude of counselors there is safety. See, you shouldn't have a mind to where you're afraid of counsel, or you don't want to be amongst the counsel. And I'll say this in the spirit, man. See, if you have a problem being amongst brethren, you need to check your spirit, man. Seriously, man. The scriptures say that, forsake not the assembly of the brethren. Why? Because there's much counsel in the assembly of the brethren. All right? So you should want to always be around the brethren, man. A part of this doctrine, a part of the GMS doctrine, if you will, quote unquote, and I say that loosely, a part of the GMS doctrine is to dwell amongst brethren, man. All right? You can't be a Israelite on Saturday and then all throughout the week you talking all this brotherly stuff on Saturday, but then when it comes to the week, you ain't dwelling amongst the brethren. All right? It don't work that way, man. The scripture says what? Be not hearers only, but doers. We're here to do the scriptures, man. All right? And for you people that got a problem with the Israelite foreigners, you see the way they conduct, man. Which we're all foreigners. We say that loosely as well. We're all Israelite foreigners. All right? None of us was born in Israel learning the law, statutes, and commandments. All right? So the Israelites that are amongst the Italians, amongst the, the Irish, the English, the Germans, all throughout the four corners of the earth, mainly on the Eastern Hemisphere, right? They're basically they show you it the brotherly love, how they were always amongst each other. The scripture says this, all right? They that have wives be as though they did it. Okay, why? Because if you're not amongst your woman, you're supposed to be amongst the brotherhood, man. All right, you do have a duty unto marriage, so to speak. If your woman is burning, you're supposed to pop her. She's yearning. You're supposed to take care of your woman. You're supposed to hold your woman down. Nobody's saying you're not supposed to hold your woman down, but this is the main woman that you're supposed to hold down. Sophia, all right? Which you're going to get the bulk of Sophia amongst the brotherhood. You ain't going to get the bulk of, you're not going to get Sophia by yourself all the time, man. It don't work that way. All right? Yeah, we're supposed to be good soldiers, and a lot of times you're going to find yourself in a scenario by yourself, but there's a balance in all this stuff, man. You can't find yourself away from the body too much, man. And that be the reason why. Because it's a body, man. The scriptures tell you that what good is the eye if it doesn't have the ear, man, if you will. I'm just loosely paraphrasing, going into 1 Corinthians, the 12th chapter, which every part of the body needs the body, man. All right? And if you are a well-established brother, you're supposed to be getting with the rest of the brothers, man. Straight up. All right? But a lot of people don't like this confrontational spirit, man. I'm starting to realize that, man. People run from confrontation, man. All right? People run from when your feathers are getting ruffled, man. All right? And I'm saying this boldly in the spirit. I'm here to say that men don't conduct that way, man. And there's a reason why I keep mentioning I watched the movie, of course, The Spirit's on Me. Look, man. Them dudes in the ancient world, man, you sit amongst your enemy and talk about killing their family, man, and everything will be calm. You sip coffee and pass drinks, sip them wine, pass some wine and all that, man. A lot of people have the culture of America, getting all extra rowdy and shit when it's time to fucking cool down, man. All right? A part of that is knowing order, man. And I'm going to say this in the spirit, too, now that especially we talking about, knuckle draggers. Apostle, I never heard that terminology before. Apostle Tahar brought it up. He called them knuckle draggers, man. And I'm going to say this in the spirit, man. A lot of some, but you have to understand the importance of order, man. All right, especially amongst the camp. All right, and I'll speak from experience to where I've seen basically situations in camps, you know, where there weren't no order. And I seen the result of no order. And I seen the result of camp, a particular camp who wasn't in order, who got in order, and then the camp grew. All right? The Most High is not going to feed you if you can't get home correct. All right? A businessman attends to his business, that handed business, and then he attends to another business. All right? And when I say another business, a businessman, a right businessman in his mind, which this is a business, this is an office, this is a dispensation that has been given unto us by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So we conduct this as a business. All right? So a businessman in his mind, he focuses on the business that he has at hand first, and he deals in that business. And then when he makes the revenue off that business, he takes the excess money to build up more. But you can't build up more if you didn't already have your main priority established, rooted, the foundation, the general income, if you will. Okay? Right? So, but I'm going back to that womanly spirit, if you will, how it said, the scripture said, him that is given unto harlots, because all these women are harlots. It said that he will be impudent, right? So that was Sirach, the 19th chapter. Excuse me. Let me get back to it. I'm going to read it. This is Sirach 19:2. Ecclesiasticus 19:2. Or Sirach. Wine and women will make men of understanding to fall away. And he that cleaveth to harlots will become impudent. Now I'm going to look up the word impudent in a regular dictionary. Better yet, I'm going to go to Edom Online. Let's go to the root of it, man. All right? And that's another thing. Men find the root of an issue. Men find the root of a problem, man. Okay? We deal with the root. We don't deal with the excess, man. This is the word impudent. It says from Latin impudentum, without shame, shameless. Okay, not opposite of. Okay, so when you start to become shameless, hey man, you know you become like these harlots. The scripture says what? A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, right? So you beckon that spirit, if you will, man. You conjugated that spirit, all right? And there's a lot of that in Israel, man. And I'm not just talking about GMS. I'm talking about other Hebrew Israelites. You know, different camps, different fractions, different men that make videos. You know, they're giving it unto harlots, man. Which harlots also too represent other philosophies. Okay, other lifestyles. All right, America's considered a harlot. Why? Because of its lifestyle, because of its root, because its manner, its essence, if you will. Okay? Let me go back to Ezekiel, right? Because it said that these are impudent children. Now, we know when we go into the Hebrew, the word children is sons. So this is directed to the men, man. All right? When you go to Ezekiel 2 and 4. Ezekiel 2 and 4 is directed to the men. It said these are impudent sons, man. These niggas have been given unto the spirit of woman, man. All right? And remember in the book of Ezekiel, what was revealed unto Ezekiel, that you had a woman weeping unto Tammuz. That queen of heaven spirit was heavy during the time of Ezekiel, man. Why? Because they were cleaving unto the ways of Egypt, unto the ways of the nations around them, Canaan, cleaving unto the ways of Shinar. All right? So this is Ezekiel chapter 2, which is Babylon, Salakia. This is Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 4. For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith Yahweh, power. And whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them. And thou, son of man, be not afraid of them, neither be afraid of their words. Though briars and thorns be with thee, right? You're going to catch all hell dealing with these knuckleheads. And thou doest well amongst scorpions, be not afraid of their words, nor be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. Right, man? The word rebel, it means to transgress, which means to cross over, man. Because the standard is already set. Okay? The standard is already set. When you come into this knowledge and wisdom and understanding of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, there's a standard already set. And you need to get up under the standard. All right? Come up under the standard, if you will. All right? Which deals with what? Understanding, man. So you don't come up under the standard. You're not dealing with understanding, man. You don't know your place. You don't know your lot. You're shameless. You're full of pride, man. And the Most High has no what do you call it? He has no need for you, man. You're just excess. You're fat. And the Most High likes to burn fat, man. All right? He said it's a sweet smelling savor unto him. Fat, excess. Okay? So, hey, man, for if you call yourself, if you a knuckle dragger, you know, meaning if you an impudent son, all right, then you need to check yourself, man. Your best bet is to pray, fast, all right? Get with the brothers, man, and tuck your nuts and suck up whatever they got to say to you, man. Because I tell you right now, immediately Satan's going to try to jump on you and make you feel like, man, he's just coming at you, or, you know, or he trying to make you look bad. So what if you look bad, man? See, that's the thing. Now, I want to say this real quick before I go, and then there's a good example, the apostles and elders, when that time when HODC came up to the camp, right? And Apostle Tahar said, he said, oh, yeah, we believe that King Mashah's King David. He looked at them. He said, y'all believe that, right? They were unsure, man. Like they were unsure. Like they really weren't. Like they didn't know, or they must have had discussions amongst themselves where they didn't really believe it. See, the difference between us and them, we come out and we say how we feel, man. We say what we believe is real. Okay, and we don't care how people perceive us. And it's the same thing. It starts at home, man. So when you're amongst the brethren, you're amongst the Akim, be prepared for that, man. All right? And with that, all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, double honors to our apostles and elders of great millstone, shalom to the elect.